Hey everyone, it's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey. Today I'm coming to you the day after my second round of chemotherapy under the new regimen. So far, knock on wood, so good. We continue to see that I have minimal side effects. Last time I had this, I did get a severe headache on Saturday evening after the chemo, but this time we have gone ahead and changed out the nausea medicine because Zofran was the one that does have a side effect of headaches. And so we're trying the other nausea medication that I have to see if that can fight off the nausea but not provide me with a headache. Last week I shared that we had a tough week as we learned that Megan's father was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer that had moved into the bones, and that he was put into the hospice care. We felt it was important for Megan to get up there, and so this week on Wednesday, she flew up just for the day from Orlando to Philadelphia. And unfortunately, while she was there, he passed away. So while we're grateful that she was able to be there, we're not sure how lucid he was or what he remembers. But my hope is that he was waiting for a visit from her before he passed. It was unexpected that it happened so quickly. We thought this was going to be an initial visit just to understand what was going on and what the plan was, and that we would have the opportunity to go up and visit one or two more times, perhaps across the summer before he passed. But he passed shortly after she had arrived. What it did do was provide some comfort in knowing that we weren't sure how well he was fitting into the nursing home environment. But what we learned was that he had built a community. And so he wasn't as miserable and as grumpy as we anticipated, although that was his normal state of mind. But the people there did enjoy him and were genuinely saddened when he passed and were offering Megan their condolences. I struggled with this not just because of how fast it happened, but because the guilt of should we have visited more often? Should we have done more? We didn't have a super tight relationship, but Megan did talk with him, and we would send him shirts and food and things that he would ask for to help him while he was at the nursing home. So it was good to know that they did have community. It was good that Megan was up there when he passed. But now it's the tough part, the grieving process. And what happened this week was I took off bereavement and gave her the opportunity to grieve on Thursday. But on Saturday, Friday, the attention had to turn back to me because it was a chemo day. And so there's a level of guilt that I'm dealing with because I don't feel like I'm able to give her the time to grieve that she needs. We are grateful that there is a grief counselor that's provided through Medicaid or Medicare, I think, that she will have access to for 13 months. So I'm really encouraging her to speak to that counselor on a regular basis. She spoke with him yesterday, but speak to him on a regular basis so that she has an outlet and someone other than me, because I know she doesn't want to put any burden on me. But I do feel that my sickness and my illness is impacting her ability to grieve the passing of her father, which is her last living parent, was her last living parent. And I think it's brought up some additional fear that my time here might be shorter than she expected because he went so fast and we weren't expecting that. And right now we're in a lull because we've started the new chemotherapy regimen, but we won't know if it's working until we have our next CT scan, which probably won't be until the end of June or the beginning of July. Now that we're no longer part of the clinical study, we'll move from 6 weeks to probably about every 8 weeks is what the insurance companies will allow. So I probably will have been through 4 or 5 chemo treatments before the next CT scan. So I just pray that we start to see some shrinkage and more positive moves other than just not spreading. I think that would be good for Megan and positive for her, but we just don't know. And so now we've got the rest of this month and waiting to find out how well this second regimen is working. This week it was hard to find something to be grateful for. I'll be honest. I know there's things to be grateful for every day, but this one just kind of hit hard. But I am grateful for the loving daughters that we have and the way that they care for their mother. Abigail, while she's in California having the time of her life on a great internship with a great company, she sent flowers. And by chance, in that bouquet were yellow roses. And it was Megan's father that gave her the love of yellow roses. So it was a wonderful sign to have that sent from Abigail. Today, when Marianna finishes up her PM routine at the zoo, feeding and caring for the animals, she's going to drive home and surprise Megan and spend the night and the day tomorrow just being with her mom, providing her comfort before she heads back to school so she can be there for Monday. And so I'm just grateful for the love that they have in their heart for their mother. At some point down the road, I will pass. And knowing that they love her this much and care for her gives me great comfort and peace of mind. And so I'm grateful for my daughters, Abigail and Marianna, and all that they do to love us as their parents. My name's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey, and I wish for you a blessed week.